see Amber is already enjoying the Catio. Welcome to part 2 of the Catio-deck project. And in this episode, we are going to build the doors and some walls, add some fencing. Okay, now we have to build the enclosure that this is the back wall of. Okay, so what I'm making here is a little shelter. Now, I need two sides. This is one side. It's going to be 2 levels, and I need to attach them. So I cut 2x4s in half, as you saw, and I'm going to make a top and a bottom like that, and then the longer ones go up the side. So you can watch me do that from a safe distance. How about here? I assembled the frame first so it was easier to add the boards afterward. Just like the deck, you want space. It allows for expansion and contraction. Fix these with nails, and then I'm going to put in. I just finished the wall for one side, and I put some supports in, and I'll just quickly show you how I did that. Sometimes you need a little rubber mallet. Put some long nails in. Put some. And we'll do the 2 more of those. And it will end up looking like that. Okay, well, I've been busy. Well, the camera hasn't been rolling, putting in this shelf, which makes a secluded little under area. So I'm just finishing this off. Now, these pieces that I'm using for this shelf, these were left over from the deck that I destroyed to remove the hot tub, which became the area for the Catio. There, they can leap up onto this. I'm going to put shelf halfway up so they can have a leaping area, because my cats don't jump too well. We're going to take more of these deck boards and make a sheltered area up here as well. It's going to be 27 inches. I believe I can do that with 3 deck boards. The middle one here I had to cut a little bit shorter just to fit in that area. But again, your measurements may vary. This is a guide, not a plan. I'm bleeding. Why is it always the middle finger that you cut? This way. I'm wearing the red shirt, so I don't think I'm going to last this episode. There we go. And the last thing I'm going to do today is put a little cantilever shelf here, and that way a cat could jump from here out to there. So start with putting the this on. Okay, another old repurposed deck board. Hippity hoppity. So we have a little shelf. We also have another private spot up there. And it's sealed from the elements as well, so they could stay out all day if they want. Okay, we're in the garage. Workshop, and I'm making the front door of the Catio right now. And there's some steps coming down from the upper deck, and the maximum distance is about that. I need 72.5 inches. So we have to join our frame together, and we're going to next, we are going to place the first bit of fencing. Okay. First one. I like it. Works very, very well. Easy to use. Works with your OnePlus system. As I was preparing to hang the door, I realized it needed an extra 2x4 to use as a doorstop. I clamped the door in place. It was kind of awkward to get the hinges on without doing so, so I put 3 clamps on, and that allowed me to easily put the screws in. I got my special hinge drill thing. It would help to have the hinge. There, it opens and it closes. And that is how you get in to the patio. Next step, we're going to fence in the rest of the patio. Okay. This is the wall that goes beside the door, and the next step is to put the fencing on this. We are entering the home stretch, I believe. I have to bring this into the shade of my upper deck to clip all the rest of the wires here of the fence. My advice is, if you're going to do this, have a production assistant if you're making a TV show, or a teenager or 9-year-old kid maybe would be better, who would be thrilled to help mommy or daddy build a catio. Let's put it on the wall. Or I guess it is the wall. Zoe wants the catio. Okay, we don't have a production assistant, but we have a Sue. Push up a little bit more. Stop. and stretch it as tight as I can. Of the stapler. Okay, I'm coming to you from inside the Catio, and this is going to be a perch. So before I continue on with the rest of the fencing, I'm going to put this perch on so I do not forget. Under here I've got my snippers and I've got my staple gun, so I've got this area to do. So I'm going to start up here. Hopefully everything will be straight. Hopefully I don't fall off the edge and inadvertently prove that flat earth is true. Oh, the irony. It's literally got to be like right on center, or else you just staple the wood. Hello, Siri. Siri's transcribing what I was saying. Good old Siri. Can't live with her, can't live without her. And seriously, can you live without Siri? This point in our lives? I'm okay. As long as I don't hit my head, I'm okay. All right, let's speed up this process. You don't want to watch the rest of me. So as you might be able to see, I have made some progress. And now I'm at this back area right here. And what I've discovered is that for this area, I have to do a horizontal one because vertical, it just doesn't go all the way across. So I will do one horizontal one all the way across. It's high enough. There was a post here which was going to prevent the staples. So I took my reciprocating saw, or is it reciprocal saw? Well, I gave it a battery and it cut my wood, so it's reciprocal. And cut this piece off, and I'm going to line it up with the edge of that. Make sure it's kind of square, kind of, and make sure it lines up with the back. And I'm going to attach that, and then I can put the fence in here, here, and up there, and we're done. And we'll be ready for our soft opening this evening. Okay, solid as it can get. Here is my fence layout area. Then trim it down. That's almost 6 feet, so that is perfect. Very humid day. I think I'm going to make a big vat of lemonade. So just in case you're interested in the lemonade, that is 800 milliliters of water and 1 cup of sugar and just under a cup of Splenda. I've also got a 1/4 cup of strawberry daiquiri syrup in there to make strawberry lemonade. In the jug is 8, 16, 24 milliliters of lemon juice and another 1,600 milliliters of cold water. I'm just gonna drop some ice cubes, not that one, to cool off the simple syrup, and we'll pour that right in there. Wooden spoon. Simple syrup is a great way to get your lemonade made faster because it dissolves the sugar instead of having to wait for it to dissolve in cold water. pink strawberry lemonade on a hot day while building your catio. Cheers, mate. Hey, do we have any vodka? Well, I'm not gonna lie, the last part at the top, right there, I finished that little bit at the top. That I had a little bit of trouble with that area because it's sort of an L shape, but I got it done. And then let's go into the enclosure. The other day, first day that they were in there during the soft opening, they disappeared. And what had happened was I hadn't put together with some wires those two pieces that joined. The cats escaped through that. So make sure that all holes are completely sealed, all gaps in the fencing are completely sealed. It's a full weekend job, obviously, and maybe a little more, and I took a little longer to do it because I had other things happening at the same time, and I also was waiting for nicer weather. So that's it. Thanks for joining me on the Catio show, and hopefully we will have a new video up shortly, next week or two, with the finishing touches. Now the fun of exploring the new Catio. It's all about exploring on the first day. But it's sort of like a house you just moved into that doesn't have a lot of furniture, and in our next episode we will furnish the Catio.